What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Back here with another best class setup video for the Cold War zombies. It's been a minute, but we're back with season 6 here. It brought two brand new weapons, one of which is the GRAV. We're going to be checking out here today, and honestly, it's a pretty solid assault rifle, at least in Cold War. Moving over to the Warzone side of things, at least at the time of recording this, it has a ton of recoil, but in zombies, it's pretty good. So let's check out some stats, some gameplay, and then we'll head into best class setup, along with some recommendations for your guys' playstyles. But as always, guys, if you do enjoy, leave a like, hit the subscribe button to bell for notifications. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Hopping right into the stats here of the GRAV. Starting off with the damage, it does 32 to the body, 180 to the head, maxing out at triple pack gold tier at over 10,000 damage to the head. Starting things off with its damage profile, it is doing 32, which is a little bit on the lower end for the high-powered assault rifles in this game, but that is where the fire rate being at 750 rounds per minute comes in handy. And although this fire rate is 750, it's still pretty accurate, especially with the loadout that I'm going to show you here soon. Next up, we have bullet velocity. This is over 1,000 at 1,040.2 meters per second. So no worries there. Completely hit scan, especially when you're up close to the zombies. Reload speed, 2.8 seconds. Now this is where the GRAV falls apart a little bit. Reloads a little bit slower than my personal liking. You can change that based on different magazines, but based on my setup, it is 2.8 seconds. And then lastly, we have the movement speed at 10.56 miles per hour, and that is average for all assault rifles here in Cold War the way I have them set up. Now I do want to say that these stats are based on my class setup. Your class setup may vary just a little bit, but we'll get into some recommendations and my favorite class here real soon. I do want to say that the GRAV is an all-round very good gun, especially in Cold War. Now, if you're going to try to level this up and use it in Warzone, it may not be a bad idea. Just know the current Warzone build for this weapon isn't too great. There's a lot of recoil on this gun, so maybe if it does get buffed, it's a good shout to try out, but at the time being, this is a gun to go for in Cold War, not in Warzone. But guys, without further ado, let's hop over to my favorite class setup. Now that we went over some of the gun stats, let's hop into my favorite class setup, plus some recommendations for you guys and your playstyles. You already know I'm rocking the Ether Shroud field upgrade, but heading over into the gunsmith. Now for the optic, this is 100% personal preference. You don't have to have anything on the optic. You can throw whatever optic on you want. If you really wanted to, you could throw on the thermal scope if you wanted to, but if you were going to throw one on, I would recommend the Microflex LED just because it's the most clean, precise to use, but again, 100% your choice. The muzzle, however, I'm rocking the SOCOM Eliminator for increased equipment drop rate, so you'll be getting things like stuns and semtexes more often, as well as your best vertical recoil control possible on this weapon. Next up for the barrel, I went through the reinforced heavy barrel. Now this one's questionable. It does have better effective damage range, better bullet velocity, and better armor damage. That's the reason I went for, is the better armor damage right there, because with this barrel, you absolutely annihilate zombies with armor. Now you could, however, go for the 21.3 inch Task Force barrel. It does increase your damage from 32 up to 34. It does increase your effective damage range and your bullet velocity. However, your max starting ammo is going to be less, your fire rate is going to be lower, and your vertical and horizontal recoil controls are also going to be lower. For the body, I went for the Ember sighting point here. Just have that increased hipfire accuracy because it is an AR. It is nice to sometimes hipfire and make sure you're hitting those shots, plus the increased salvage drop rate. For the underbarrel, I went with the Bruiser grip here for better movement speed, sprint moving speed, shooting move speed, and aim walking movement speed. However, if you were going for that Task Force barrel like we were talking about earlier, I would throw on the Field Agent grip just so it gives you a little bit better vertical and horizontal recoil control that was deducted from the Task Force barrel. Here we are at the magazine. I go for the 50 round mag because it has better magazine ammo capacity, better max starting ammo, and better ammo capacity overall. However, you're going to take a 10% hit to your reload quickness. Now, it's 50 rounds stock, and then once you pack a bunch it goes up to 99 rounds. An interesting thing that I might try out along with the Task Force barrel is throwing on these RK7 30 round conversions. It changes it into a 7.62 caliber rifle, increasing your damage by 6% up to 34. So you could have a higher damage output if you match the Task Force barrel plus the RK7 30 round conversion rounds on here. It is something to try out. However, I just go with the 50 round mags, so I have more bullets in a clip. We went the airborne pistol grip here for better aim down sight time, flinch resistance, and aim while going prone, which if you want to drop shot zombies, you can do that with this grip. It's going to have a reduction to your shooting move speed and your sprint to fire time, but that's where the Raider stock comes into play for better sprint to fire time, bringing that back up, and also increasing your aim walking movement speed as high as possible. Now this does reduce your hipfire accuracy, but that's where the Ember sighting point comes in and helps balance that out on both sides. And then as always, I like to show you guys the camos that I have for it. I did unlock Gold Viper, as you can see here, along with Plague Diamond and Dark Ether. But guys, overall, that is my favorite Grav class setup, plus some recommendations for you guys if you want to change it up a little bit and fit your playstyle a little bit better. Let me know what you're using down below in the comments. And I do believe in the Warzone side of things for the Grav, it is getting fixed. It is going to have a reduction to its recoil. I don't know if it's out yet or not. So in Warzone, I'd expect to see a reduction in the recoil department here very shortly, if it hasn't already come out already since recording this video. But guys, let me know what you're using in zombies down below in the comments. How you guys enjoying Season 6 so far? But if you are enjoying the videos here on the channel, be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on for notifications, tell your friends, tell your family, notify me at iProPyTest at all major social medias as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, all at iProPyTest. Just follow me at Life of PyTest, both on YouTube and Instagram for more lifestyle vlog type videos. Well, I'll see you guys next time.